Player 2 has entered the game.
What's up, survivors? Right before the Dead Matter closed alpha releases for all backers, I wanted to display another location that you must travel to during your playthrough, the Bow Valley Go-Kart track. This spot was revealed to us during the exclusive live stream by Mr. Atomic Duck on Twitch. Go check him out. Giving the tour was the Dead Matter dev, Metamoth. Not only did he demonstrate the drivability of go-karts, but also how zombies will react to noise, bullet ballistics, and much more. So check it out for yourself. And as always, if Dead Matter floats your boat, consider subscribing. As a partner of the game, I'm going to have the opportunity to show exclusive Dead Matter content and sneak peeks in the near future. But anyways, enjoy.
Makes sense.
So in here we have this lovely arcade.
Hey,
No.
I'm gonna totally order a drink. Sorry, I just found some money in here.
Oh, go
nuts. I'm so easily amused.
It's a cool little touch. We're all really big fans of it.
Oh, I don't think I have enough space for this. Hang on. Here we go. Nice. All right.
So in this arcade here, we have a bunch of arcade machines. If we had lock picks, we could actually pick these and try to steal the change from them.
Oh, no way. That's awesome. Okay.
But mind you, I don't think anybody really goes to a go-kart track unless you're, seeking out the go-karts themselves. So let's have
Probably.
Oh, looks like we got ourselves an infected over here.
Well, I think I have a weapon here. Yeah, I have a garden hoe.
Oh, as good as any. Oh, he's on the other side of the fence. Never mind, he is not a threat.
Okay, we're gonna be fine. Awesome. We got another one over here though. He's gonna.
Let's see if I can't dome the guy. Oh, he's coming.
Jesus.
Now you can loot our infected, so if you crack him open, you can actually search his clothing for anything useful that you might be carrying on him.
Okay.
We got another guy coming. I'll go cover him while you do some looting if you'd like.
Go. Guess I got a broken phone.
Nice.
And I think that's about it. That's all he had on him.
Perfect.
I'm gonna leave that there for now. I don't think I have the storage space for much right now with my particular setup.
It appears we're seeing a minor bug with vehicle spawns here, which makes sense. We did have a bug with them, so just 1 second.
Yep, no problem. Are super wide and widescreen supported?
They absolutely are. In fact, our lead developer, Nick, he actually runs on ultra wide, and it plays really nicely and has a really nice cinematic feel to it.
Nice. Go. Unknown for the time being, Twisted, I believe. Oh man, yeah, so bear in mind that the third person animations are very much a work in progress, guys, and a lot of them aren't like even started right now. Most of the emphasis is on first person animations.
Yeah, so our big thing right now is we could have held off on adding these until they were animated, but they're kind of too much fun to not have them in.
I don't blame you. Can you go ahead and spawn me one as well? Or give me the command and I'll do that. Spawn
I'm
vehicle.
just doing it right now.
Okay. How does carry weight come into play? Is it significant?
So currently there are no carry weight limitations. We're primarily right now focused on a cell-based system. Kind of like a game like Stalker, for instance, where you have a limited amount of space and need to pack everything as efficiently as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that command's just gonna not work. That's totally cool.
Might be a limit, I guess.
There you go.
Okay. Stay still, Go-Kart. I wish to drive you. Okay. O to start the vehicle. Oh, jeez. Are you alright?
Yeah, this stuff likes to break occasionally, Closed alpha, stuff is gonna go wrong.
This is why I love closed alpha games, because stuff like this you won't get anywhere else. And you can just have a good time with it. I love it. Because, like, You have to look at this with a little bit of an understanding, chat, that things like this are going to happen.
If you want to take a little roll around in that while I get my situation sorted over here, you're more than welcome to.
And have to tell me twice.
Now, these are pretty zippy little things, so try to be careful. Their suspension is not the most forgiving, which is to be expected of a go-kart.
Yep.
But as you can see, vehicle handling is something we're trying to take seriously. We're trying to really differentiate their vehicle handling a little bit better. So that way, you know, a pickup truck doesn't handle like a go-kart or vice versa.
Oh, I see. I saw you.
No. Yeah, I'm trying to play catch up here. Gonna have to drive as carefully as I can to shave off them seconds. And this is a fully sized go-kart track. You could straight up come here with your friends and do a little bit of racing.
I love this. This is great.
Yeah, you know, this is the advanced folding model of go-kart, clearly.
Yeah, yes. Let's do one more lap.
Sounds great.
Look, man, no hands, no arms.
Oh, geez.
It feels really, like, really weighted, though. Like, it's good. Like, it's a nice, substantial feeling to it.
Yeah, we really do try to go all out, especially with the way the suspensions in our vehicles handle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear, I have had a small incident.
Did you hit the wall?
I may have hit the wall. I won't pretend to be the best at video games. I'm pretty mediocre most of the time, but sometimes I just do real bad.
It is pretty intuitive. Like, it's not too hard to... I'm gonna make you feel really bad, but it's not too hard to control. Like, I can easily anticipate the speed, you know, it's got a decent bit of weight behind it.
No, absolutely. And I mean, my issue is I'm trying to take the corners as tightly as I can, and I'm overdoing it a little bit.
Alright. Who is this? We have an admin, I believe.
Oh, goodness.
We have an admin. Off he goes to service people.
Alrighty. Now, I understand you have a list of questions for me.
I do. Yes, I do. Okay. So, we'll just start reeling off a couple of these, and these are all questions. So, for you guys to understand this better, these are questions that have come straight from the Reddit. We put up a thread very recently on the Reddit, and we had over 300 replies with questions. So, I'm going to start with some of the basic ones. Which is, we had one earlier in chat as well, which is, are bows and crossbows planned?
So we do have plans for both bows and crossbows. They're not in for the closed alpha launch, but we realize that they're kind of key to what we're trying to do. So they're definitely going to be making their way in. And I know our animation lead, the guy who's really pulling all of our weapons together, is Shiny, and he would really like to do something with them and has plans in place for it.
Awesome. Okay. I think that's because the admin's colliding with me here.
Yes.
Okay, so one of the other questions we have, and something that I'd like to kind of focus on if we can, is how do we plan to combat hacking? Because obviously with every game, there's going to be hackers, right? So what's the plans there?
So we're using Easy Anti-Cheat for our anti-cheat solution. Beyond that, we are going to be taking measures against hacking and cheating. Excuse me. How rude. So we will be doing an anti-cheat solution on our end too, just to prevent hacking and other such things. I don't want to go into too much detail about it though, because what tends to happen if you start talking about that stuff is people start getting ideas and you enter into basically an arms race with hackers and cheaters.
Mhm.
And that's not a situation you want to be in. I've been there. I've done that. It's a bad game. Don't play it.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely understandable. I think server moderation controls is like one of the big ones as well, because obviously like if you've got the ability to just ban somebody and the observer mode that we have and stuff like that, it's really easy to tell sometimes when people are hacking, right? So
Definitely.
it'll help deal with those instances real quickly.
It appears that I've had a crash. I should be back in momentarily though.
No problem. No worries. In the meantime, I'll ask you a couple more questions as well. So, what do you think was the most difficult thing you had to deal with while developing Deadmare?
Now, keeping in mind, I'm a relatively new addition to the development team. I've only been in for about 6 months, and one of the big things you tend to have to deal with when you're coming into an established team is they have workflows, they have lots of stuff in place already, and you tend to have to really learn and pick up their workflows and their tools. And working with those tools and learning them probably has been the single most difficult thing.
Yeah, I can absolutely understand that. Okay, so something that we had a lot of varying questions about this, like just in different formats, was stuff about like armor, bullet ballistics, you know, things like that. So tell me a little bit more about ballistics, bullet drop, you know, that sort of thing.
So in Dead Matter, we have a fairly complicated bullet simulation mechanic system. It's not, you know, we're not a ballistic sim. We're not going to pretend to be, but we do a lot with our weapons. And while I could absolutely, you know, sit here and talk about it, why don't we show it off a little bit? So I'm going to just, I'm going to grab myself a gun here.
He did not want to go down. Okay, I'll go ahead and spawn myself on as well. Spawn item.
I would actually recommend using the give item command.
Okay, sure. Give item. And then what should we do here? Not sure how to just type HK416. Oh, it's gotta be a particular command. Okay, let me tab out here.
What you can actually use is the list items command. And if you search in a keyword for a weapon, for instance,
Okay.
I'm using the Eater, which is our polymer framed 9mm handgun.
Okay.
And so I just typed in list item Eater, or I guess list items.
List items. Edit. Okay, perfect.
And you want the weapon variant, unless you want to be spicy and take the Glock 18C variant of it.
Give item weapon Glock, and we'll just go with that one. That'll be fine.
Oh, it appears you don't have the carry capacity for it, so it got dropped to the ground.
Okay, awesome. That's fine.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
and then you can use the give ammo command to give yourself some ammunition for it and give it an old reload. Alrighty,
Awesome.
we are locked and loaded. So, first big thing to keep in mind about weapons in Dead Matter is that they are actually set up with ricochet on their bullets. So we're going to use our lovely demonstration friend over here. I believe this is a member of our development team, Nahito. I could be wrong. But if I fire at his feet and just fire off a couple rounds, you'll notice he's actually being hit by the bullets.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so you got to be careful and mindful about where you're actually spraying your fire, because you can accidentally kill your friends without realizing it. So don't do that. We've actually had incidents during testing where we've accidentally killed each other. It also works on our zombies, of course. Now, the other thing is that bullets can penetrate. Now, with a 9mm, you're not going to see so much of it, but we do actually model based on the surface. So a metal wall like this, bullets can travel through it and hit whatever's on the other side. In fact, you know what? This is probably a little risky, but we're going to do it anyway. Follow me. We'll do a little demo of bullet penetration. It may or may not work. We're still tweaking material setups for some of our buildings and such, so not everything is perfectly set up with it. This building's not. It'll have to be this garage over here, I guess. Just one sec. Oh, whoever just picked that zombie off, good shot.
Thank you. Yeah, we got the sound from that one coming in.
Alrighty, so if you want to come over here, what I'm going to get you to do is you're going to be the one, I guess I'll have to pull the trigger so your viewers can actually see it, but if you head to the other side of this building's wall here, I should be able to... Okay, goodness gracious, excuse me, thank you.
No problem.
Alrighty, now if you want to head to the other side of the wall and just stand on right on the other side in front of me here, make sure I'm lined up with you. I'd even face hug right here just so I don't miss you.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. None of that. Thank you.
They're very persistent.
Alrighty, and I'll just drop a couple shots at that wall. You take any hits? No, the material's not stuck properly on this. So this wall here thinks it's made of cement, which blocks your rounds. So while it's not what we wanted to show, it does actually prove it's trying to explain it nicely.
I'm thinking we should get out of here.
You can also notice that they really are attracted to noise. We got guys coming from every which way, so let's go for a little jaunt maybe and get out of here.
I see that. I think I just got teleported somewhere and back again.
That would be just a minor issue with that go-kart that bugged out. We are still fine though.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Let's go for it. Let's get out of here.
All right. We can head inside for the moment if you'd like. Alrighty, make sure we close the door. Now, that's not going to stop them forever. Now, our infected will break down the door, and they'll try to get at you by any means necessary. They're very persistent like that for some reason.
I can hear him.
Yeah, I think it's some of our friends outside potentially having a little bit of fun with them because they're really kitted out heavily.
Okay, where are we headed to?
Alrighty. You know what? I'm gonna teleport off to another location so we can just do some varied showcases without having to spend half the video traveling.
Sure. Sounds like a good idea to me.
And I'll pull you off to where I am.
Okay. Just tapping out 2 seconds here.
Of course.
You know, getting 2 monitors was wonderful, but now I wish I had 3. Do you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
You get 2 and then you want a 3rd.
Yeah, having a multi-monitor setup makes your life so much easier. Alright, I'm just loading in here. Once I'm all set, I'll bring you over my way.
We'll say that I'm having a great time bashing zombies' heads in.
It is impressive how much fun it is just, you know, having a wee bit of a fight in the world.
I think the gore is one of my favorite parts. Absolutely. Like, we've got people mentioning it in chat. I think the gore is one of my favorite bits of the game. Just like how it responds.
For sure. Now, our gore system isn't finalized by any stretch of the imagination. However, we do think it's already pretty groovy in its current implementation. Alrighty, I'm at a nice little spot here. We can take a little wander around. I'll bring you to where I am.